really hate having high BP every day.
Yeah.
Well, why would you do that then? We've talked about this, where, I tell you not to do all these things, and then you go and you do them, and then...
It's FD,
it's just an excuse.
FD can be a pain, but
Can I move this?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Let me dance with
Elena, can I move this? You can move that. Yeah. I mean, ask Gabby.
Yeah.
Because I might show something.
We're all made stronger by the people around us. Our friends, family, and people close to us lend a hand when we need it, share the burdens we carry, and provide companionship that lifts our spirits and enriches our lives. For Sam and others with life-threatening conditions, these personal support systems are even more important. Not only do Sam's friends, family, and health aides provide critical care that's needed to keep her healthy, but they also keep her outlook bright in the face of disruptive symptoms and challenging obstacles. In this episode, you will meet Sam's friends, Keshi, who also has familial dysautonomia, and Amanda, who does not. These three friends have known each other since they were children. Sam also has the support of her larger community, as you will see in some very moving footage of her bat mitzvah. It's clear that a person's health can be shaped not just by medical treatments and therapies they undergo, but by the support they receive from their family, friends, and community.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
How are you, Keshi?
Good, how are you?
Amazing. You look great.
Oh,
Nice outfit.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, just waiting for Amanda to come because, that way
Then we're heading out.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Hey, Amanda!
Hey.
How are you, Amanda?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Is your hair blonde?
No.
It's green.
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 That's awesome.
My mom saw it on Facebook.
She did.
Yeah.
It's there. Because when you do something, you got to announce it to the world. That's how it goes.
I'll never forget when you had purple hair.
Yes. I mean, name out a color, I've done it, except pink. Maddie wants to pick the next one. She was so excited. She was, I want to pick. I said, okay, pick. And her favorite color is pink. And so she went, pink, Aunt Amanda, pink. And I said, Maddie, Aunt Amanda doesn't really like pink. Maybe we could do a different color. And she went, okay. And then she said purple. And then she went, no, dark blue. I said, okay, you think about it and then you let me know. She's 5. She's going to change her mind. That's funny. So wait, what have you guys been... guys been doing?
I just got here like a minute ago.
So that's what you've been doing.
Yes, I just got here.
I meant since the last time we saw each other with our eyes.
Oh, well, I had an interview for a job. I'll see if I
saw
hear
that on
back. I'll see if I hear back from them. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. But you said you felt it went pretty good.
Considering, yeah, no, actually, it was the best interview I've ever had, and I was so happy. I was like, I suck at interviewing, but this one went really well. So.
Oh,
It's my party dance for you.
you might get it if you think positively. That's my
Oh, I know. I try.
So we do Pedialyte too.
Yeah.
Is it
Is
good, the Pedialyte?
Yeah,
And it's hydrating and there's flavor. Maybe I should do that. I met Sam when I was about 9 or 10. We were both starting at the same, I think it was an elementary school. And we were both starting the same year and we were in the same class. And
Sam instantly and I clicked. And Sam, I can say that Sam has made my life a lot brighter and a lot more fun.
When I met Amanda, we became, well, first of all, we were in the same class. And we goofed around all the time. In fact, I think he tried to separate us. Because we were goofing around so much.
That still didn't stop us.
No, we flew airplanes back and forth
Oh
with
my
messages.
God, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, she's always been there for me. No matter what, like if I'm having a good day or a bad day, or if I'm in the hospital, she always calls to see how I'm doing.
Oh.
I remember after my back surgery, you made me the most beautiful poem in the entire world. I remember, more fun than a sack full of beans. You said, friends forever, really caring, a funny kid, nice with people and animals, defeated, no way. So cool. All that, moving great, not bad, tough cookie, hey girl, all star. And if you look at it, it spells out my friend Samantha.
And Keshi. Oh,
There you go. No, I'm kidding.
in case you know your own name.
I am Keshi. Sam and I met I'm pretty sure we met and we went to the same camp, Camp Simcha Special. It's a camp for kids with different physical disabilities, and she and I, yeah, we clicked as well. She's a very easy person to talk to, and we have very similar. We had and still do have similar interests, and I'm happy to call her my friend. She is a wonderful friend.
My friends have been there for me every time I've been in the hospital, or if I'm sick, or if I'm sick while I'm in the hospital. They always call, they always check up on me because they know that I have to go to the hospital a lot, unfortunately. Because I have to get a blood draw, I have to do all kinds of things.
So, I mean, in the end, what does it mean, in the end, to be a good friend?
I think it means just to let the other person know how much you care about them, and like, I don't know, it's hard to say, but
Yeah.
I think the careness is the most important. Like how much we know each other.
Yeah.
You know. They got a new Westie, I swear to God, she looks exactly like Smokey.
I saw Smokey at the airport yesterday, coming home from Chicago. I mean, it wasn't actually Smokey, but it, like identical. I think it was like a circle. Oh, we got to share! I don't know, I love it, I like it.
So, okay,
Or, you know. Thank you very much.
Now, Keshi, are there things about, you mentioned because you both have FD, there are also some things there that you could resonate on.
Yes. I mean, ultimately, our experiences are different with the condition. No one person experiences FD the same way. But just knowing, it's such a small community anyway, but just knowing that you have someone in your life, like Sam, who's been there, who would be there if if I ever were in the hospital, due to crisis or something.
You good?
Yeah, I just,
She
It's-
could kind of understand.
you understand it and you appreciate it. I appreciate you, Sam. I have for years, and I will for years to come.
It's definitely a part that I will never understand, but definitely getting that call that you're in the hospital is calls that
I don't like those calls.
I don't like them either. I mean, it really is, it's really scary. It's, your whole body just kind of freezes. And I remember I was on a ski trip with my dad and my uncle in Colorado, and I can't remember if it was, if you had, like, obviously you called me, but like, I don't remember if we actually spoke or if it was a voicemail.
I think it was a voicemail.
It might have been a voicemail because there was a time difference. And the voicemail, you basically said that you were in the hospital and you said like what had happened and everything. And I remember just like frozen. And I turned to my dad and I said, Dad, Sam's in the hospital. We have to book a plane home right now. I have to go see Sam to make sure she's okay. But those calls are just, they're terrifying. Yeah. And I think the way I process positive information is through humor. And I like to think that that's something that I bring to the table, because I feel like a lot of the phone calls you get when you're in the hospital are like, how are you doing? Are you okay? And all these like questions.
I get scared when I'm in the hospital.
Hmm?
I get scared when I'm in the hospital.
Yeah. So I think it's like a scary experience, even though you've done it more times than I think everyone in this room combined. You know, except I don't know how many times you've been in the hospital, Keshi. It's a race. Go. I'll get you both a trophy. Who's been in the hospital more?
Actually, I think the longest I've ever been in the hospital was 3 weeks after my cousin's wedding.
Oh yeah.
For septic shock.
Oh wow. But when I call you, I try to make you laugh as much as I can, because I don't want my phone call to be another one that's like super serious and you having to answer like the same questions over and over again. So I think that's just really important to me, because if I hear you laughing, then I know that you're gonna be okay. Because if the day that like I can't make you laugh or I just don't hear you laugh, then I think that's a really serious sign that something's not going good.
Yeah.
And I have not had a phone call where you have not laughed. So, laughter equals strength.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll have to cut out that little bit of pasta.
Attack that pizza down.
So,
It smells so good.
We beat them.
I know. Friendship is really what's the most important thing in the world. Friendship is really.
Definitely.
Sometimes your friends are there when your family doesn't understand or can't be too. So that's.
Well, I feel like your friends are always there whenever they need you. I mean, when you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether it's a phone call, text.
Yeah.
If they're
I
actually
have
there.
a friend like
Sam, tell us, do you think you and Keshi are both experts on FD?
Yes, but like she said, not everyone has the exact same kind of FD. I mean, because my friend Jamie, she cannot eat or drink at all, and she wasn't diagnosed until she was 10. So, but my friend Perry and I, we have pretty much the same routine. We can eat, but we cannot drink. But Keshi can eat and drink.
Yes. I was diagnosed when I was 5. Blood pressure, unstable blood pressure is for me one of the biggest issues, especially low blood pressure. Walking is difficult for me. I mean, there are times when I can walk like miles and it's fine, but a lot of the time, that's the biggest. And then yes, there's crisis, but yes, I eat, I drink. I just had a swallow study recently, actually, and so I mean, I do need to keep track of how I'm doing. I need to be careful. And I'm always learning of new ways to to take even better care of myself.
Are there new ways that are being developed over the years that are those new methods are helping you?
Yeah, they are. I mean, and like I said, I drink, but I just learned that, or I mean, I've been doing this for maybe unconsciously for a while now, but I take a sip and I cough. I take a drink, a sip and I cough. It's to help prevent anything from entering my lungs. And and so now I'm doing that, like, because I know it's a good thing. So now I'm like doing it. Okay, I'm gonna do that every time I take a sip, and you know, just that and other things over the course of a lifetime. You learn and you grow. And
I think every kid who has FD, I would consider an expert. I shouldn't say kid. Every person who has FD is an expert because they're living that. And I think because no case is ever the same, everybody brings a different experience to the table. And so do you guys ever gather and then like swap, like this worked for me, or like that worked for me, or like this happens with me and this is what's worked for me for low blood pressure, or this has been worked for me with my eyesight? Does that happen? You guys give each other advice on
sometimes
treatments?
Yes, not as often as we would like probably, but we do. When we do hang out, we do talk about this kind of stuff.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, I can imagine that. And then when you take a drink and then, because you can drink,
Yes.
and you take a sip and then you cough,
Yeah.
is it because there's something in there other than water?
No. It's
Sure,
just.
Could it be vodka?
Aw. Well, now that you mention it,
I knew it! No matter where, like, we're going, or we're happy, not happy, or where you live, or where I live, or whatever, like, I don't see, like, this changing.
No, not at all.
That's never been in, like...
Oh, yeah, me either. I want us to see things forever.
yeah.
But I feel like for me, like, I don't see that as a want. I see that as, like...
A given.
Yeah, like, duh. Or you'd be like, how dare you suggest that we won't be friends when we're, like, 185? Like, how dare you?
I know, I see us being friends for a very long time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's just, duh.
Pretty much all my friends and family are important because you're just so supportive of everything that I had to deal with, and like, I don't know, they're just so supportive and so, and I don't know, they're just amazing people. I think that's the word.
It says here age 13.
Yeah, so that was Sam's bat mitzvah. So some parts of being Jewish, besides having genetic disorder, some parts of being Jewish are good. Like you get to have a bat mitzvah. You study very hard. Actually, Samantha had so many people with FD as they hit puberty, they start to have irregular growth, like with their, particularly in their backs. So her back was great until she hit about 11, actually. It started to get a little irregular. Anyway, so she needed to have back surgery. It was the year her bat mitzvah was planned, so we had to put it off. It was supposed to be in February. It happened so fast, we were kind of in shock. They did it actually over Christmas, I remember. And back surgery has a very long recovery period. While she was home recuperating and wearing her back brace, she had to practice a lot because you have to learn a lot of sections of the Hebrew Bible, the Torah.
This is a toast to Sam. And Sam, I know about your first godmother. I'm your second godmother. Your first godmother can't be with us, but I know that she would be so proud of you today. So I want to make a toast on behalf of both of your godmothers, Annette and myself. Now, life is a joy and life is a battle. And you are both sweet and fierce. I think of you as a warrior. And I cannot tell you how proud we are and how wonderful it is to see you at 13 at your bas mitzvah, and you did a fabulous job. So I want everybody to join me in toasting Sam.
So just for those who might not be familiar with the bat mitzvah, so every young person who's coming of age gets a portion of the Torah that's appropriate to their birthday or the time when they're assigned their slot to have a bar bat mitzvah. And hers happened to be a wonderful passage. It's when Moses is coming out of the desert. He's hoping he sees the promised land, but he doesn't think he'll be able to go in because he doesn't think he'll live to that. So it's a very powerful passage, and Sam used it to talk about how important it is for people to do research and to help people with FD, and even if we can't all get to the promised land of a cure, that's so important. So she made a beautiful speech. Yeah. So then afterwards we had a party. So this was a party at a different place, and people made kind of toasts, and it was a very nice party, and we were so happy because really going through the back surgery was kind of been very difficult. So it was great to have this as the end of getting her big back brace off and all of that.
It was a wonderful celebration.
Yeah.
Okay, what we'd like to do is just a little special ceremony to welcome Sam into the community of adult women. So we'd like to have all the women make a great big arch, which sort of line up. You can decide, oldest to youngest, whatever age you feel you are. And if you just kind of make a long line, making a nice big bridge for them to walk through.
You ran around barefoot too.
Yeah.
Shoes have to come off after a while.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
That was really amazing. So, tell us a little bit about that age. Do you remember that party, and
Actually,
what stands out in your mind about that time?
Well, the party was a lot of fun because all my friends and cousins were there, and Amanda and I didn't sing and Aaron Carter song because I was obsessed with him back then.
It was the Aaron Carter moment.
And it was just a lot of fun, that party.
Okay, so it's really my great pleasure to introduce Sonia and Lily Scheinberg, who are
Sam, we've thought about 2 songs we could do for you, but we could only decide on this one. So, it's lucky.
To a place that I will show you. Lech lecha, to a place you do not know. Lech ilach, on this journey I will bless you.
Do you remember, and what did the rabbi do for you when you did your Torah portion? Do you remember? So she made sure there was a stool for Sam, so because standing for a long time is difficult, and And she actually knows Sam can faint easily because her blood pressure can drop really quickly. So she had her arm around you the whole time you were reading your Torah portion, because you have the Torah is a big scroll, and the scroll is open, and you have to follow it with this pointer. So I was very happy when I was watching. I'm like, thank you. She had her hand around her, made sure everything was you were good. You were going to make it through without falling or fainting or anything like that.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, there are things you think about that are usually not the typical thing for most people having a ceremony like that.
But it really captures a milestone so nicely in life. That when you're just going to be a teenager, a whole bunch of new decisions you have to make.